race fans, welcome back to the El Camino Beano. Are you ready for more group racing? This is Aaron Tate.
And I'm Richard Gere. And folks, we want to point your attention up here. We're on Mesa Butte. And you'll notice that Billy is here with all his dinosaurs, and they have been busy building this no drift zone. Lanes 1 and 2 actually will switcheroo and then come out of the drift area and feed right in and jump over the train. So it's a little different, and I hope this doesn't shock you, the fans. I hope you'll see actually more competitive racing. And then here again, Billy and the dinosaurs built this new landing pad over what used to be the train bridge. It's now a train jump.
Yeah, okay, well, Richard, I got questions for you too. But let's go to the best in show, and group number 4, we're going to begin with the number 12 seed Wizard of Oz Racing, and that's Gino. Now, a vote for number 1 is a vote for Gino. And now, a vote for number 2 would be a vote for Zizzer Prime, and he comes from Zizzer Racing, the number 20 seed. Look at that front to rear weight distribution on that one. How about a vote for number 3? Well, you're looking at the number 28 seed and Ross Sun God Racing. And then finally, a vote for number 4 is Ironbeard Customs, and James Ironbeard is driving that red, hot, jet-powered El Camino.
Okay, fans, well, race 1 is about to begin.
Hey, Richard, how come Billy took away the drifting from the Mesa Butte?
Well, during the warm-ups, to the time trials, a lot of the drivers were finding they could not drift from lane 2. Now, that's the lane that Ross Sungod is in. He's falling behind a little bit. But then, in the time trials, they decided to go from lane 1, which is where James Ironbeard was at. Still, some of the drivers could not drift. Of course, they did the wall ride to get their time trial. Well, as the racing began, and wow, this is really great to see Gino pulling out the lead there with Zizzer in second place. Gino's going to take first. So, after they had trouble with the drifting in lane 2, it was just much easier to build a no-drift area here on the Mesa Butte.
Okay, well, fans, let's take a look at the instant replay. Are you tracking? James Ironbeard handles it well, and here comes Ross Sungod. He's a little behind, but they both clear the jump. Gino is first onto runway 3, and there is Zizzer right behind him. James is now being challenged by Ross Sungod. Now they come around the turn, Ross not able to pass. And so he has to settle for last place, but it's Gino who has the lead with 5, and Zizzer has 3 after the first race.
Okay, now Aaron, that first race kind of makes it look like, hey, the Joker lane, and that's where James Ironbeard and Gino are in, that's got the advantage, but that is not the case. It's actually going to favor the drift, or now no drift lanes, but Gino has screamed out into the lead. Our little jetpack guy, James Ironbeard, is a bit behind. Oh, nice competition there as Ross Sungod pulls ahead of Zizzer, and they come around the turns. There's Gino in third place. He's got some ground to make up because Ross Sungod and Zizzer were very efficient over the Mesa Butte. Let's see how they handle the scrambler. Oh my goodness, that was just too close for first place. And James Ironbeard smacks the timer.
Race fans, keep your eyes on lane 1. Ross Sungod takes the underpass, and although he was behind Zizzer, he's first over the train jump. The train continues to be a little behind. There's no chance for them to score an extra point by jumping over the logo. And the race for first and second continues to stay hot. Let's see as they come through, and it's going to be Ross Sungod in first, Zizzer in second place, Ross Sungod in third. Now James has only 3 points. It's time for him to buckle up and show them a thing or two as they go into race 3.
Yeah, we're halfway through the competition of this 4-round race. Zizzer Prime on the outside, Ross Sungod on the inside. And folks, remember, as you're watching the race, all 4 of these drivers are finishing each time, and that's really what we want. It's a treacherous course, but as they're making their way through the snow and getting onto the mud and dirt, this little area right here is what's going to help the drivers who would otherwise have some trouble on the drift pad. Zizzer is backwards. Now here comes Raw. Oh, he's on the rail. Oh, now he's spun out. Look at James. James just pulls right down runway 3, taking the left-hand side. Can he catch? Oh, flips over. Won't be able to catch Zizzer. He'll take second. Gino in third. And finally, Ross Sungod.
Now James Ironbeard has the lead on the Joker lane, and Zizzer comes out ahead of Gino. But as they come around over the jump, now take a look, it's Ross Sungod that has the lead over James Ironbeard. But here he has problems, and he spins out. Watch this again. Ross Sungod has a hard time getting onto runway 3. James takes it to the left side and floors it. He passes both of them. Now onto the scrambler. James probably vying for first place. He barrel rolls the car, but he does maintain second. James has 6, Gino is 9, and the leader is Prime. That is Zizzer Prime Racing with 11.
Okay, fans, so race 4, the final race. Any one of these drivers can make it. If James finishes first, and he's going to have a chance to go over the logo, that could give him 12. Here we go, and a nice start by Gino. He's got the lead. There's Ross Sungod in second place, and he's challenged by Zizzer down the Joker lane, and now James is having trouble going over the overpass as Gino took the underpass, and the other drivers on the Joker lane are ahead, far ahead. Ross Sungod has first. Ooh, oh my goodness, that was a big crash from both of them. Zizzer is left, and he is not going to finish. Ross Sungod in first, Gino in second, and Mr. James Ironbeard in third, and there is Zizzer parked next to the family truckster.
Let's begin here on the Mesa Butte, and James Ironbeard just had trouble in that Colorado red dirt. He was very slow getting off. There is Gino, but he's behind, and he doesn't cross the logo. So meanwhile, the race really came down to these two, and Ross Sungod had the lead, but now let's watch in slow motion as they come into the Big U, and they're making their way around the turn. Look at how Ross Sungod fought to get back on the track. He's now back on, and that left Zizzer right back there with the family truckster. Ladies and gentlemen, the first and second place finisher of race number 4, they are the two moving on, Ross Sungod,
wow,
and Gino.
What a heartbreaking finish for Zizzer.
Let's go to commercial break.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the best in show of Group 5, as well as introducing the drivers.
And now the 13th seed from Dog Squab Racing is J-Bo. Vote number 1 if you consider him best in show. A vote for number 2 is a vote for Puff with Puffs Racing, and he's the number 21 seed. Race fans, all of these drivers have incredible looking cars, and the number 29 seed is Neckel Racing, and that's Shoddy. He's a vote for number 3. Finally, a vote for number 4 is the number 5 seed, and that's Chase Family Racing. The driver is In Count.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, Group 5, all 4 of those cars are gorgeous. Good luck trying to pick a winner. This is race number 1. We've got In Count, and then Scotty in lane 2, Puff in lane 3, and Mr. Dog Squab, lane 4. Here we go. And In Count in lane 1 pulls out in the lead in the snow section. J-Bo and Puff are neck and neck going down in the Joker lane. We got a nice lead here by In Count. Pulls over the train. Oh my goodness, he just hit the wall, the new retaining wall we put in. And Puff has a lead now down runway 3 and around the Big U. Oh, I think I just saw Zizzer. He's still back there. Okay, first place for Puff. J-Bo takes second. Third place goes to Scotty.
Well, race fans, from the get-go, In Count wasn't going to mess around. You see what a lead he created heading through the new Mesa Butte. But it was the S-turns that took him out. He fought the wall and the wall won. And meanwhile, Shoddy almost covered the logo on the train jump. There goes Puff, and he maintains first, with J-Bo in second, and Shoddy in third. There's our scores.
Hey, Aaron, I just realized we didn't have James Bond parachute this time.
While Billy and the dinosaurs were building the underpass on Mesa Butte, they were doing more filming.
Oh, okay, and we were over there on the dunes. We were filming the finals. Hey, congratulations to Polo. Marco Polo won the VW Beatlemania, and we're ready for race 6. Look at the way things are heading out there. Scotty maintains a slight lead over Puff. They're very close. And gosh, J-Bo has a great sizable lead over In Count on the Joker lane. There's J-Bo. Wow, he just popped out. Look at him fly on ahead like a rocket. And In Count managed only third place. He was cut off. Oh, and it looks like he had problems there. Now J-Bo is flipped over. Oh my goodness, Scotty has won the race. Here comes In Count down the scrambler, and he's going to slide in for second.
Wow, Richard, that race had a little bit of everything. Things look great for both. Shoddy right there and Puff. They're sliding around, and they're not going to cover any of the logos, but you can see the speed. The speed that J-Bo had blasted on down. But I'll tell you what, this was a nice move by Shoddy to keep himself in second place. There's where In Count lost it on the rail, Now he is stuck. In his effort to get turned around, he leaves Puff stuck. The leader right now after the second race is Shoddy with 7.
Race number 3, fans. And now Puff slides to the outside. J-Bo's next to him. They're in the main lanes. They're going to be going through the overpass, underpass. In count, and Scotty are on the inside. And there, In count pulls out on the lead. We know he's fast. He's scooting along nicely, and J-Bo looks good too, but there we go. As Puff pulls out in the lead over the train jump, and Scotty, I don't know if Scotty or J-Bo caught out the logo. Ooh, a bit of sliding around. And In-Count's going to keep his first place. All the cars line up like a train. Down the scrambler they go. It's going to be In-Count in first, J-Bo in second, Puff in third, and Scotty in fourth.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you tracking? I hope you're tracking these cars on the upper part of the course. They all looked very smooth. Now, J-Bo comes through over the top of the logo. He will get 1 extra point. Here's where the drama really unfolded. Somehow, In-Count maintained his lead. He comes down and passes Puff, and he passes J-Bo. And as they rack up their scores after the third race, look at the way J-Bo popped up there with 7. 2 drivers with 8, 2 with 7. Race fans, it's anybody's game with this last race.
All right, J-Bo and In-Count there on the outside with a chance to get an extra point. On the inside, we've got Scotty and we've got Puff. Here we go, folks. It really is going to be whoever takes first and second. J-Bo falls a little bit of trouble through the snow. He falls behind. Nicely done as In-Count comes through, but I like what I see out of the other drivers. In-Count may have crossed over that logo. He's in first. Here comes Puff. He's driving down and In-Count cuts him off. Well, now Puff is spun backwards. Here comes In-Count. Oh no, he's on his back. Here comes Puff. He's going to slide through. Oh, I don't even know who took first or second. I think it was Scotty in third. Oh, there's J-Bo, and his journey is ended.
Race fans, let's slow this down and see what happened to In-Count. He does get on his wheels, but before he could do anything, oh man, it's hard to tell who won that race, and now you can see the officials are looking at this frame by frame to find out whether Puff won or In-Count. And we're being told the judges deliberated and they're giving both drivers a first place finish. Here's what it looks like. The final scores are in, and each getting 5 points, and it looks like In-Count did cross over the logo. Puff and In-Count are moving on.
Yeah, what a dramatic day of racing, actually, with both groups 4 and 5, as it came down to the last race to see who was going to move on, and there they are. Now we're going to slide over to groups 3 and 6, the last 2 groups that remain, and they're headed by Big Mike in group 3 and Kay with Arlo Racing in group 6. Race fans, we have another surprise. Because of all the changes we made to the track, those 16 that are not advancing will get to race in an exhibition tournament.
Are you tracking?